Most of us have changed our diets at one time or another. Over the past years, the ketogenic diet has risen in popularity because it works for fat loss, produces energy-rich ketones, and offers many enjoyable and easy-to-prepare food choices. But a keto diet cuts out some fun foods, like certain fruits, potatoes, and bread, and special treats like birthday cake. This leads many people to ask, can I ever go back to eating carbs? This video explores when it is right and not right to step back from your keto diet. If you started a keto diet, something specific attracted you, whether it was the health benefits of ketones, blood sugar regulation, or weight loss. That goal you initially set will affect the answer to the question we are exploring, which is, must I be keto forever? One of the things that we've lost sight of is the healing benefits of ketones. Doctors Stephen Phinney and Dom D'Agostino are two influencers that helped the public appreciate the health benefits of ketones for both the body and the brain. The term ketogenic means ketone making. Even if you reduce your carb intake, if you do not do so to the extent that your body is making ketones, then you are not technically following a ketogenic diet. Instead, you're eating a low-carb diet, and that might be fine for you, as I will talk about in a moment. But you will be missing out on the additional benefits of ketones, which include enhanced fat burning and appetite satiety, sustained energy, mental clarity, and a host of neuroprotective benefits. So if you want the healing benefits of ketones, the answer to the question is yes. To stay in ketosis, where your body is making ketones, you need to keep dietary carbohydrates very low. The way to know for sure if you are producing ketones is to pick up a glucometer online or at your local pharmacy, buy some ketone strips, and test a finger prick of blood. Your body will only make ketones if carbohydrates are deficient. You can do things to deplete carbs, namely intermittent fasting and exercise, but limiting dietary carbs has to play a role because carbs are easy energy for your body. When you eat them, your body takes in that easy energy and burns it. If the carbs are not there, your body knows that it still needs energy, so it breaks down stored fat and turns it into energy-rich ketones. That is an important point for many people interested in keto dieting. Your body makes ketones from fat metabolism. So if you are making ketones, you are burning fat. However, ketones are not the only path to fat loss. Fat will be released when you eat in a way that keeps the fat-storing hormone low. The fat-storing hormone is insulin, and it tends to follow blood sugar, meaning when blood sugar is low, insulin is low. So let's say your goal is to continue controlling your blood sugar or continue losing weight. Do you need to stay keto? This answer is a bit more nuanced and depends on your genetics, metabolism, and your sense of self-control. While it's a bit simplified of a definition, when blood sugar is low, the fat-storing hormone insulin is low, allowing fat burning to take place. Diet, fasting, and exercise are all ways to lower blood sugar, so the question becomes, how many carbs can you eat, how long must you fast, and which exercise will work best? The answer depends on your body. Here again, monitoring adds clarity. To monitor your blood sugar, you can use a glucometer with glucose strips or a CGM. A CGM is a continuous glucose monitor. The one I use is from Levels. The company makes it possible for people without diabetes to get this blood sugar monitoring tool. You attach this small device to the back of your upper arm. The Levels app then gives you continual blood sugar updates with only a few minutes delay. I don't wear my CGM every day of the year. You can, but you don't have to. I put one on for a couple of weeks at a time. Levels allows this flexibility so you can control your cost and use it like I do to really dial in and fine-tune my diet. I do that using the built-in macros tracking tool. When I eat something, I record it on my timeline by either scanning the barcode, selecting from recent foods, or just describing it. 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of butter, 3 ounces of sausage. Within seconds, Levels breaks down the macros for me so I can see right away how the carbs, protein, and fats that I just ate affect my blood sugar level. If you are interested in using a CGM to monitor your blood sugar, you can use my link, levels.link/Dr. Becky, to get an additional 2 free months of their annual membership. Whether you monitor your blood sugar or not, if your goal is to continue to lose weight, you want to be clear on how many carbohydrates you eat daily and track your weight. Some people will find that they need to continue eating a keto diet to continue losing weight, but others will notice that they do not need to limit carbs as strictly to get results. However, this is where the self-control checks come into play. It is possible to eat too many calories on a keto diet and stall weight loss. Also, if you are losing weight and making progress toward a lower HbA1c reading, it is good to ask yourself, how important is it to keep my momentum going? You've got the ball rolling. Even though there will be not so fun days ahead, it's easier to keep that ball rolling than to stop and then have to muster up that momentum again. Another question to consider is, how slippery is the slope? Carbohydrates are addictive foods, especially refined and processed carbs like the 3 C's, cookies, cakes, and candies. The longer you are away from these foods, the less desire you have for them. But you have to get there, and that takes time. No one knows you better than you. If you add more carbohydrates to your diet, will you be able to stay on track? If you're not sure, or you're worried that eating a refined carb treat will trigger cravings, remember the saying, none is easier than some, and hold off until the weight is off. That brings us to maintenance. The ultimate goal of healthy living is to create a way of eating and moving that is easy to follow, enjoyable, and effective. When you get those 3 E's in place, there is no reason or desire to go back to your old habits. That is the science and art of weight control. It's much like planning for retirement. You work and you save, but you also need to plan vacations and fun along the way. That word plan is important. If you have reached your goal and you are not in it for the ketones, must you stay keto? No, but you still need boundaries and planning. Boundaries are needed because while you might look at excess body fat as a problem, your body looks at it as an asset. To your body, fat is available energy that you carry with you. So it sees it as a great thing because when food is not available, survival is not a problem. However, today, a lack of food availability is not as widespread of an issue. On top of that, high-carb processed foods are highly palatable, stimulating hunger rather than satisfying it. Here are some basics and boundaries for moving away from keto once you've reached your goal. Number 1, know that you don't have to stop eating a keto diet. You can increase your calorie intake and stay keto. The number of calories you can add depends on your activity level and other factors. Start with a 100-calorie increase and go up from there as you monitor your weight. Number 2, leave the processed carbs at the grocery store. Don't go down the cereal aisle. Don't go down the chip aisle. Ignore the end caps with the sugary treats. It's easier to resist the temptation at the store than in your home. Number 3, if you increase carbs, choose one whole food per day. For example, one starchy vegetable or one whole grain or one fruit. If you are not at maintenance yet, that might sound discouraging, but carbs add up fast. One small baked potato has about 30 grams of carbohydrate. It's the same for one bowl of oatmeal or one banana. Adding one of these foods to your daily diet may work for your maintenance plan, but having 2 or 3 of them per day might not. And number 4, make high-carb refined treats special, not ordinary. Foods like birthday cake and mom's famous potato salad can be enjoyed when they are reserved for special occasions. Make that your boundary. Put another way, know what a special treat is for you and have a plan for when you'll eat it. Don't just eat treats because they are there. There is no cookie-cutter diet that is right for everyone. However, regardless of the diet you choose, it will take time to get results. Every once in a while, you want to step back and take a look at how things are going. To do this, know your typical carbohydrate intake, monitor your weight, and consider measuring your ketones and blood sugar levels. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button before you go. Have a great rest of your day.